Hi guys, today I'm going to start by doing a mini DIY tutorial on our single bead pearl, or well, you can use any bead really, glass, crystal, bun pins. Now these are great for brides, for formals. The bun pins basically look like this. I will be selling these in DIY kits on my web page later on. Here is just a whole overview of the tools and materials that I will be using today. And the kits will be available in different sizes and with different beads available. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope this helps you in regards to not only saving some money when it comes to wedding items, but also just something new to learn and fun to do that's quick and easy. So first of all, I'm going to take most of my supplies, by the way, come from a local shop. I'm in Adelaide, and these come from Need for Bead out at Research Road, and they're an excellent supplier, and I would encourage you to find a local supplier if you're looking at beading as a hobby, or just looking at some further or more projects that you would like to do. So I'm just going to use... This is a beading wire that's just a 32 gauge, which is pretty thin. We don't need anything too thick, and I'm just going to see where it starts. Sometimes it likes to hide. No, that's not the end. Not annoying at all. I feel like they've hidden it somewhere in here. I am just going to cut it for today's purposes. Sorry about that. Now I don't need a lot. I am just going to use little strips. This is maybe 2-3 inches long. I'm just going to cut one. And what I'm doing is I'm threading a single bead onto this wire, like so, getting a bun pin. What we want to do is tightly wind this wire through on one side, like so, and just continue. You might need to adjust it and its position, but you just want to tightly hold on to that and then continue with a few, maybe I do about 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you take the other side, hold it in, adjust it, pinch it in if you have to, and then you do the same, and you do a few loops of the wire. Whoops, sorry. You do a few loops of the wire in there. 1, 2, 'Now you might want to just continue pinching it in to hold it into place. I'm sorry, that's not very visible. So I'm just holding this bead in place and then pinching the wire in a little bit on both sides as I am holding this. There we go. Now I've done about 5 on each side. As you can see, I've got a little bead there. Now what I do just to secure it a little bit more is I take any piece that's a bit longer and I just wrap it a few times. One, there, and then poke it back around one last time here. Now these are, as you can see, secured perfectly, and I will show you a few different ways of styling them at the end of the video. Now what you do is you take your cutters, cut off the bits that you don't need. Now I have just some pliers here that I just like to make sure that these bits are just nice so that there is no poking. I mean, no one wants to get poked by a wire. Now you can use any pliers, just simple tools you have at home basically. They don't have to be specific beading wires. Beading pliers. So I'm going to make the others now, and I'm actually making today a cream and a rose gold combination, and then the kits will come in various different colours and options for you. Now I have here with me, this is called a bead oracle, and it shows you the sizes of the beads. So today's pieces, our bun pins, I am making with an 8mm pearl and I think this one is a 6mm, and then the white one is the 8mm pearl. I will have the different sizes up available in the kits as well. So just depending on the look you're going for, you will have a fair few choices available. I will be supplying some extra pieces of wire and pins and some extra beads because sometimes we lose them, sometimes they bounce off and fall under the couch or just in places we can't reach, and sometimes the wires, if we tug too hard on them, then they do break. So I will be supplying a few extra pieces in all of the kits, so not to worry. If something goes wrong, there'll be extras there. Now I am placing the pearls so that the top, which is the bit that you're going to see in your hair, doesn't have the holes. So the beaded holes are off to the side, because we don't want the holes to be seen at the top when wearing them. Now my plan is to offer videos for various different items. I will be doing some for my gemstone headbands, as well as other bridal items, and then some of the gemstone jewellery. I do love working with gemstones, and I do have my website with the products all ready to go if you're looking at buying any pieces. However, the DIY kits will also be available through the website. The kits will be available Australia-wide. Like I said, I am in Adelaide. However, I love to offer my pieces everywhere, or nationally rather. And so they will be available for order Australia-wide. If there is anything specific you are after, I am also happy to do a custom kit. Just email me on the details provided in the profile, or email me via my webpage, and I'm more than happy to create something just for you. I am also timing myself, and I think it will take me roughly about maybe 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes to make all 5 of the pins. And I've got one more to go. So we are just threading it through the middle and then back around. There we go, all 5 of our pins ready to go and style. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you subscribe to see some other videos on DIYs, as well as some videos on some of the products that we are offering in our shop. Thank you.